You are listening to Let's Go, the weekly anime podcast about weekly anime from Drawn or Alive and Dynamite in the Brain. So come along and hang with the Let's Go gang. It's Dwayne.
Hello.
It's Niall.
How hurry?
And it's me, Brian. And we are talking anime that aired of the week June the 13th to June the 19th, 2026. And
sweltering time for anime.
Well, it wasn't even that hot that week. It's this week where we're recording. Boy, is it hot. We're going to start with Straight to Hell, Welcome to Demon School, Iruma-kun, episode 11, season 4. There's going to be a lot of that because my brain is too warm to properly function.
Your brain is a computer that's running on heat, and that's bad.
Yes, the fans are packed out long ago. Season 4, episode 11, best friend meeting and leads flirting meeting. So first part is Azaz has explained friends to the rest of the class because he says Iruma-kun thinks you're his friends as well, and he really kind of misleads them as to what a friend is.
His idea of what a friend is.
Yes.
Like
sworn oaths of like fealty and loyalty until death. Like,
it's a pact for life.
It's pretty intense stuff here.
So Iruma's like purposely putting us under that without us even fucking asking about it. That's fucked up. So what's this best friend thing you're talking about? It's like, oh, it's like that, but like after death. It's beyond that. Like, I will give my fucking soul. And they're like, that's fucked up, man. I didn't know Iruma was that kind of demon.
Some of them are fine with it. Some are like Karoni demands that Iruma be her friend. Sabnok's like, we're not friends, we're rivals. And then Iruma eventually gives them a speech. And it becomes clear in the world of demons, the word friend has never been heard before. There's another one of his slip-ups in giving away that he's not from around here.
Yeah, I think they're saying this bit is like, are you guys from the boonies? Like, you didn't know about demi-dolls, you didn't know about...
What an odd thing to say.
Yeah. And it was funny to me later because there's a thing in the next part where it's like someone gets on their phone, friend added, and I was like, that's the other word for friend. So they do have a word for it, but not not buddy kind of name. Yeah,
it's Tomodachi specifically is what Iruma is using. Once they've had it explained, they're like, oh yeah, we've been friends for ages. Now you've explained to it. Now we know what a friend is. Yeah, of course, we were all friends. We've been friends forever. It's grand.
Yeah, Sabnok's like, yeah, no, we're friends and rivals. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's probably something there like, for like we were Nakama before, but we were Tomodachi now. It's like, all right.
Yeah. And but then they're like, well, why can't we be best friends? And then Clara and Azaz get super protective, and they're like, okay, fair enough. There's something else going on.
It's only two per fucking. You can only have two best friends. That's the rules. We didn't make them up, but sorry, you gotta do it. And then they're kind of thinking like, well, we should be best friends because we are actually really close to Iruma. And then they're like, yeah, but these three had got a thing going on. So yeah, that's fair enough. We do understand. Yeah. And then I like the explanation of like, so are these girls from the other class your friend? Is like they're more you two guys as friends, and they're like, oh, okay, like
more socially socially capable members of the class who just been going around doing means like, is Mr. Catago our friend? And it's like
no,
that's a bit of a gray area.
Yeah, it's like master your friend. It's like is the janitor your friend? He's like, I think so. Is master your friend? No, master is master. And so on. Yeah, but this is like the girl thing is to set up for the next part, which is Agares and Garp. They befriended those girls in the during the first part of the test when they're in the animal forest, the beast forest, or whatever it was.
Cool. They built a castle.
And they're all flirting with each other. We get the Ice Stalk girl going off into another highly aggrandizing fantasy of maybe not a fantasy, maybe she does have all these lovers left behind at the beach.
This is either one massive starstruck lover event or many different ones. That's the thing, yeah.
It's just like, oh, you girls and your cute little crushes. I'm gonna be a real man. Like the one I used to have. Somebody weeks ago.
She compares herself to a wave that consumed him as if he was at the sea of her. It's a weird metaphor anyway, but yeah.
Yes, yeah. That one-eyed man from all those summers ago.
Yeah, and Leeds like, oh my, so he's spotting this. He's like, oh, how can those guys flirt with those girls? I wish I could flirt with Elisabetta. How am I going to do this? And so he gets all the guys together, which includes Caroli. It's just Elisabetta and Clara who were kept out of the gang meeting.
Well, I assume Clara was invited, but was just distracted. Also, she does come in clutch, so you know.
Yes, she does, because she's not going to overthink it like all these idiots are. Which then leads him putting people on trial for talking to women.
Aruma, you're the worst of them all. But you got the Fonsoon Council president, you got Elisabetta for that fucking love letter stunt last time, you got fucking Clara Algunga, and then Caroli's just fun saying, what am I here for exactly? I don't know, I guess.
And as is always like, okay, we should just leave now, Aruma. There's just nothing for us here.
Aruma-sama, let's leave this horrible den of debauchery, like immediately is his reaction to anytime this meeting of the figure out how to lead to flirt with the ladies meeting.
Yeah, and it ends with Alec. It's Sol, Aruma, and Sabnok he puts on trial, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought Sabnok, really? It's like, that salacious dance you were doing. It can't all be fun. Look, we all had parts to play in the musical, dude. It can't be just be grass.
It was a musical. It wasn't real. But like, just zooming in on the footage, zooming in, it's like, there, you're touching her hand. It's just like, come on, man. We were dancing.
Oh, yeah. And this is happening because Person had overheard him with his thoughts to himself. And
yes.
Yeah, that's.
I know you're in here. I know you're in here, you little bastard.
No, I'm not.
Every conversation I have.
If I was in here, I'd know all about these things you were saying. Yeah, that's what sets up the meeting, and then they ends up a trial, and then he swears to Kamui and Schneider that we'll make a pact. None of us will flirt with Elisabetta. She's off the market till we've graduated.
We've all agreed she's like high level team, and it's just like yeah, that's grand. Like we don't do that. That's cool. We will form a bond in this moment. And then we'll be brothers.
Immediately walks in with Clara and go. Clara said you want to buy whatever the demon version of line is. Mine,
which is like
it's spelled like Maine the state, but it is not pronounced that way.
Yeah.
It's like there's some like like Makayo things related to like demons and demonology terms. So it's like that's the best thing about, but no, it was a difficult pun to make, everybody. All right, it's the best we could do.
Yeah. She's fine with that. Yeah, she gives. They share their numbers, and it's like the narrator says that he immediately broke the pact.
The pact was broken within 5 seconds of its founding, or something like that. Is what I think. Yeah, good shit.
And then he's like, "Oh, I got the number." And then he's like, "Oh, what do I text?" And then the punchline
up all night, just staring at his phone, not knowing what to say. Yeah.
Punchline is
calls for another meeting, and another meeting with the lads to workshop this.
The second annual meeting of what will lead friggin' text to Elisabetta. It's like, come on, Ruma, we must leave this place. Like, I mean, it's good, funny, yeah, and it's nice to have the shorts as well, like, because they managed to pack in more jokes that way.
Yeah. I really enjoyed this. There's like a nice little break before we get into whatever the
more serious things.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is be like, there's like a massive like luxury date to some kind of ball with Emery. It's like, okay. There's a hammer home phone saying, yeah, I remember this has like a lot going on because he's just being himself. It's been a decent little lad.
Then we've got a Kanibanashi episode 11 answer. What is Issue going to say about?
Well, he's out of line, but he's not wrong.
That is correct. It is very much the Onion. Worst person you know makes good points.
Yeah.
It's making me kind of think again of the overall big picture thing of it as well. So, am I reading too much into this now? Just like knowing what I know ahead in the story is just like.
I think the way the scene plays out differently is definitely with the concurrent comic. Like with that story, it's like, oh yeah. I'm seeing how these things are going to lead into other stuff. It's also why I think your man in the current arc in the comic is probably going to lose to Akane with his story, because he's bringing in personal shit because he feels like his Rakugo isn't fucking strong enough to stand on its own. I was like, oh, he doesn't like that. But
it's just like the answer to her question is like the question back. Well, what did you think? If you were there that day, what did you think? Knowing what you know now, you know more about the business, you know more about the craft. I think right now it's like, well, I suppose his intro was a little shaky, but that happened to anybody, and I've been never said and said,
I mean, he was in a promotion test, like he was going to be nervous, sure.
The crowd got on his side at that point and said, yeah, but the crowd got on his side, and he needed the crowd to get him over the line. Or it should be the other way around. You should be the one getting the crowd just like up for you no matter what. You shouldn't need the crowd to carry you across. So are you doing this for the crowd?
If his crowd got into the story, if the crowd got into his story and his performance because they felt a little sympathy for him because he seemed a little nervous, his story wasn't strong enough to stand on its own fucking legs. The storytelling wasn't strong enough. And it's just like, she's like, kind of, yeah. And it's just like, also, Rakugo is on the fucking decline, man. As an art form, there's so many forms of entertainment and shit. Like, we got to compete with this. So if we want to promote people to the highest fucking level, which is what he was in the thing for, we want to make sure they are of the quality. Because if we dilute the quality, it's only going to get fucking worse from here, right? She's like, yeah, I guess fucking so. It's like, he's not wrong, but he's doing it like a prick. Is basically the main thing. Yeah.
But it's a great performance from Maki Atsuka. He's very, as you say, it's very good watching this again now, where the story is today in the comic, is because it does feel like he is slowly dragging Akane over to his point of view, even though she'll never let go of wanting to do the thing that her dad did and to prove him wrong with that story. But I suspect in doing that story and him liking that story, she will have inadvertently proved him right.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, we have the journalist eavesdropping outside the door. He wasn't dropping no eaves, but he was.
Because the journalists have been asked to leave. Yeah. And he's just like, I'm not fucking missing this. This has been a secret among us journalists for ages. We've been trying to figure out why the fuck he I was going to say fired all those guys. He expelled all those guys from the school. Yeah.
But you show Marcus afterwards. It's hard, like, how to be careful about what you say. Just when you're trying to give like an answer to a question like that, because he fucking knows. Yeah, I know the audience outside, but I bet they want to only hear about this now. So, what he's saying to her is like, it's probably part of the truth, but it's not the entire reason.
Yes. No, but it's to get the reaction he gets out of her at the end, because of the big shit grin he's got, that he's got that reaction out of her. And that was the point I was rich. I was like, it's the only time he smiles in the comic when Akane has made him smile. I don't think so, no, because he smiled in the...
No, he smiled like
in the interviews as well.
In the interviews and stuff. But it feels like the only time you get the real smile
is when
Akane makes him smile.
It's like all according to Kakaku. It's all, yeah.
I know it's something like well, nonetheless, if I haven't said all that, I still love my dad's Rakugo, and I'm going to prove you that. I was going to prove you that the one that they does have a place in the whole canon thing. Storms out the door and said, "Well, I'm glad you think that too." And it's just like, it's something like, if there is like a strong enough kind of maybe a kind of backbone to the craft that can allow just, he just wants to like secure the kind of the foundation of this thing for the future, that there is like, just like, you're gonna have this kind of prestige, like all the headliners, high stars, but then it that allows little kind of Rakugo things that fun, maybe not as polished, but are still like have something to kind of give. I mean, that's what he's looking for now. But he's trying to like, again, this is like, he's going like, I want to be like the fun. Someone's got to be the bad guy to steer this. I want to be the fucking at the row of the Rakugo world, where someone's got to be the bad guy. It may as well be me, and I'm going to just plow ahead for the good of the art form.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, I mean, there's stuff which will be revealed not in the next season, probably the season after that, where you're like, there's got to be some other resolution for Isho as well, because there are things he needs to resolve, not just things Akane needs to resolve.
It's one of the things that seems to be like that he's planning on Akane specifically is the thing that kind of makes his eyes kind of perk up in their thing is like, because one of the things she wants to do, the thing her dad wanted to do is revive what's his name's art,
Shugima's art.
Shugima's art, and he's just like, oh, okay, it's like that's interesting to him because he's like, presumably that would be a thing he would be wanting to do, but if he's setting up like the next generation to do it, like that is according to plan as well.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I don't want to say anything because we're specifically talking about
something
this
he takes interest in it, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah, he has interest in it. And that's as far as you can really say, based on all the knowledge the three of us already have.
I know. Yeah.
But it is great. It is the story. The fact that stuff set up here pays off repeatedly. Like this beat is basically returned to repeatedly throughout the series, and the wonderful timing that it is being returned to in a completely different way with a completely different character in the current arc.
I do love that when the anime and the currently going comic like line up like that, but it at the end shows how well fucking written the comic is. That the story is in general, like it's fantastic. Yeah.
And it's setting up things as well with Hikaru and Karashi, where they're not like taking this line down the phone and saying, "Man, we got aced. We thought we were hot shit walking into this. We got aced." And then Iken is like straight in there. I work in showbiz too. I like your style, kid. Let's you and me talk. And then Karashi is going, "Okay, I've been fucking like put my own spin on the old things. Who is the guy?"
Who's the most traditionalist guy?
Who's the most like fun in the class phone thing? Well, like no, Enso Senmate phone saying, okay, I'm gonna fucking study under him. They already kind of like bouncing back and making plans to just
for their future fight.
Because Akane's just like performance was coming over and saying, Jesus, there's someone on that level, like just like a year or so like younger or like than the rest of us are in this thing, and this just came here and aced us all. It's like you got to fucking fight back. Gotta go train on a mountaintop.
It is both like a typical sports anime, but it is also Luffy meeting Law and Kid for the first time in One Piece. Of like, here are our three rival characters setting up
of the same generation, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I say it all the time whenever there's like we see a lot of like promotions and changing in rankings of all the characters when they go undergo service promotion tests, and it feels like every time like when they change the bounties in One Piece, it's like a ripple through the Rakugo world. Here now, like like the four main headliners of the Tokyo district are these people. It's like, oh my gosh.
And the closest we get to the bounties is the reporter going like, listen, I can't write an article about a thing I overheard, like not entirely legally and that kind of thing. It wasn't part of the interview, but I can make speculation about this Akane character. I can look at her story. It's the idea that we have that guy as a point of view character of keeping the rankings and going like, who's the hot shit, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Next season, I think we should get the ridiculous Hunter x Hunter homage.
Yeah. I even liked it when the teacher and them like are pulled back to the house, and it's just like, hey, it's party time because you won a contest. Fantastic. We are going to celebrate.
Yep. Because if you're going to be an entertainer, you have to know how to party. Like even when you don't feel like doing this, like even if you feel like it's down, you got to like always be master of your craft. So that includes you gotta pick up some instruments, some songs and stuff. And Shigema comes out there all before, like when Kyo just come in, he's had like one little like Aperol spritz, and he's just fucking flutered. He's up and dancing.
The reveal deep into the series of how much of your Rakugo career is partying is quite funny.
Yeah, because all this is happening in the sitting room, and Shigema like he stomps down the hallway, he slams open the door, is just like, "It's a party going on here. You didn't tell me about. If you're gonna dance, you gotta do it properly. Give it your all." He just like just dives right into it.
You guys, you call that dancing? Let me show. Like he's like giving them instruction as they're party dancing. The teacher's like, "Jesus, Rakugo is harsh, but like fucking hell, I can see why it's intense as well. Like, yeah.
Oh, so you won like this Rakugo competition, like on your first go, and having to tell the same story 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
That's fucking like that's worth celebrating,
It is
right?
an achievement. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I did appreciate her conversation, like with him saying is like, I understand his point of view, or I don't really care about his point of view, but I disagree with him, kind of thing. It's just like, we need new blood as well. Like, I presume is what he doesn't say what his fucking thing is, but he doesn't think her dad's expulsion was the right fucking choice.
Royally messing the recording up. Don't worry, it's nothing too drastic. I'd left the remind everybody you're being recorded message up, and also I momentarily minimised us all. That's fine.
No,
we're all back full size now.
Yeah, a lot of the serious stuff comes in when the party is like winding down. Like 3 of the lads are at Goroki, Maikaru, and Kyoji are fun. Just something home drunk. Kogaman, a teacher, that's like heading up as well, and then like tell us like, go with Sugarman. It's just like saying like, well, I asked him, and what are you saying? Just having all that out and getting down to reason if it's I didn't know about either. But your dad's like, it's not unheard of to get expelled or like, from one school, but you can just take up the craft again under a different master.
Generally, another master comes in and goes like, if they're talented enough, which your dad was, he could have like just hopped schools if he wanted. Yeah,
your dad could have done that if he wanted to, and we even thought about that, but he just said, as you going, but like when you're master and apprentice, it's like kind of father and son thing. I can't just ignore that or not just whatever happens. So I just gotta leave it there. It's like, and Nakane kind of knows all that in this fun thing. Even knowing all that, and she's been kind of down to the dumps all day, but she's like, because she said, it's like, this is, I thought I'd be satisfied by this. It's kind of the way, like, no, I'm going to, like, ask her and go give him a piece of my mind and get that bit of revenge on him, but then it didn't pan out if I wanted to. Now I'm still left with more doubts and, like, I'm not, like, fulfilled or relieved or at all. But then she's kind of, well, that's makes me want to kind of fight harder and become better at this to properly show him that my dad is not like worthless. Even though if my dad give up on himself, not going to give up on him. I'm going to show the world.
And like even at this stage, that her father inspired other people. It inspired her to do Rakugo. Inspired his other junior, the guy who likes the research.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They looked up to him, and he gave them advice, and he did promote the art in people. Like, so his thing had relevance. So, but it'll be a kind of proving that point. And way down the line, we're not there yet, even in the comics. So,
yeah, show business is tough, but like if you don't also have this like streaming of diverse talent into it, like you need to make room for a little bit of, I suppose, mediocrity or standard stuff, just so that there's kind of baseline for a thing to go on. It's all like I think Akane is trying to show like a Rakugo world where there's room for all of it, and it's all equally valid and it's all equally acceptable, and it's not necessarily. It could be all kind of advanced thing, like because again you gotta make a living off of this, but as an art form, can there be like room for it? It's not about kind of profit or making a living. Is there room for all kinds of Rakugo to be just be an expressive art form? Is there room for that? But then maybe like under issue, another like this kind of Rakugo like framework that like society is right now is a lot of stress on being successful. You gotta like get to the top. You gotta be Sanucci. You gotta pass the tests. And this was it always this like Darwinian in its approach.
I wonder if it still isn't Darwinian enough for him. That's why he feels like it's disappearing, is because too many people are being promoted, and so people think the top level of Rakugo isn't as good.
The bar is being pulled down to try and like, get more audience in, but what's happening is you're getting kind of mediocre Rakugo that doesn't excite even the average punter. So.
But I mean, I get that kind of logic.
Make it exciting first, and then pull it up, and then let them in.
It's the logic of like there should only be 10 professional football players and no more. It's just like, what are you talking about, idiot? Like we need other people. We need other things going. One of the things I really liked about the what turned out to be the last arc in Showa Shoten, the stand-up comedy manzai kind of thing, was just like there was this contest, and everyone who was like doing really well in the contest all got a gig out of it because they were just like, "Whoa, we like your shit. Obviously, we're going to hire you to do this other thing." Like, even if you didn't win, it's just like, yeah, you're still a talented comedian, and there's always variety shows, and we do need to fill those seats. You know, you don't need a very limited amount of number one people. It's
yes.
I guess that is the shonen fighting manga logic. It was like there can only be 5 masters. It's just like, nah, man, that'd be a shitty tournament.
Kung Fu. I mean, Rakugo is for everybody.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, the show Shoten is to a degree, I think, a little. It's hiding the shadowy part of the comedy industry is not on display.
Yeah, definitely.
In that comic,
it's because it's from the very amateur level as well. Yeah,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it does do.
We'll find out later, but in a different comic that we're not going to write.
Yes, and that may get anime anyway some point down the line. Decent chance given who the artist was. Yeah, I'm biting my tongue because I know all this discussion will come up as the story goes along, and the world. Because this is the great thing about the comic is with each arc, the world gets bigger.
Yeah,
in both terms of your understanding of the Rakugo industry and also the additional characters they introduce.
Do you know other cities in Japan they can go to?
Yes.
yeah.
We haven't got to the very funny things where it acts like this is a life and death matter and then says, "Oh, they're only performing in front of 200 people."
Decide if you live or die.
Yeah,
your career. We mean
it is a series that is wonderfully deflating of our characters' egos. Even if they don't get to feel it being deflated, we the reader do. Onwards to Demons of the Shadow Realm, episode 11, Big Brother and Little Brother, in which we get Hannah back, and so therefore we get loads of the comedy back because we've discovered the small child who was the master of
long leg, long arms.
Yeah, long leg, long arms, and it turns out to be Dara's brother. He didn't know he had.
Illegitimate half brother, because his dad is not, his father is not dead or missing. He's been tomcatting around all this time.
I did appreciate that initially they were going with the. Is it like, I was told this was my dad's house, and I was hiding out here, and they're all kind of look at him going like, and he's like, "Who's your mother's name?" And it's like, this, and he's like, "Did I fuck someone called that? No, that's not my son." Well,
yeah, his mother's Ethiopian. Ethiopian, isn't it? Yeah,
he'd remember. I presume he thinks he would anyway. So
his mother's died, but he was given by his mum a bank book, which they've at the end of the
comes in later.
Episode, they go and get it checked, and that's how they discover that the dad's still alive because someone's putting in money into his
regular
bank
amounts.
Yes, yeah.
To cover, and they're like, okay,
he's keeping up on his alimony.
Okay, kid, you can also pretend to be our son.
Welcome into our house, please. We'd love to take care of you as long as you need.
Yeah, it's the initial thing of it's just like they do establish that his dad had divorced or separated from Dara's mother like way back. So it's like, no, it's fine. It's perfectly legal. And he's a naturalized Japanese citizen. I presume it's all above board and they were married and that kind of thing. I can't ask the cunt because he's so good at hiding and he doesn't let anyone take photos of him. So we can't even go, "Have you seen this man?" to anyone. Frustrating man is his father.
Yeah, but he was a friend to Yuru's mother, and they're like, okay, we need to find him at some point and figure out if he knows where the parents have disappeared to, because he was the one who helped them escape in the first place.
Yeah, he like threatened by your man's ma'am, and he's just thinking, "Good job, ma'am."
Good job. You have the killer instinct, just like me.
He showed them how to get out of the lost village kind of situation, but then obviously he did a runner because he was like, "Well, that's me fucked because I'm the guy who knows out of this village, and they'd probably catch me doing that. So I'm gonna leg it and leave the business to my son." And who's really frustrated about it? I was like, "Dad didn't leave me a bunch of money."
Yeah,
this is bullshit.
And that's why they can't do anything with the house because it's the dad's demons. Dara's not the master of them. He can't tell them what to do.
It mightn't even be the dad's demon; it's the family's demon. So it's just kind of like, I just sort of inherited it. It's his only property that he has value of, and it's like missing house that now the baddies do know about, so we do have to abandon it as well. Like,
and he's got to pay tax on it. Like, this is a demon you got to pay taxes on. This is the worst pact ever.
The old lady is just going to quit the job, but she's going to bury her 2 friends first.
I did appreciate that. It's like, what do we do with the old lady? And your man's like, she's not wanting to kill me, so I'm going to let her off. And she's like, what the fuck is up with this kid, man? It's just, but yeah, he was cool with her like burying her friends. It's like, yeah, you need to do that because it spreads diseases if you don't. I was like, all right, I forgot. You think you're from the past, and yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, and Suma's plan is at the very least to come back and recover all the Kakemori bodies and give them a proper burial. Because as is explained when Yura's been running around, there's a lot of bodies on the property.
It wasn't like initially sounds like Dara had been murdering anyone who came after him. It's like, no, they just followed him to here, died there, and he just fucking left. Like, so
but, like again, if you get lost in there, you don't know the way back. You're just stuck there. So there's a lot of them are just died, just slumped against trees. It's where to go.
I was going to say people fully clothed, but mostly skeletons fully clothed kind of thing. It's just like, yep, they just died and rotted there, starving to death probably, because the only thing in that house seems to be guns. I don't think you can eat like gunpowder. I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, you can in a sense, but it'll be the last meal you're ever going to have.
Yeah, they're going to. Is it they're going to bury the parts? Who are they going to bury on her mountain? Keep them get mention of Hannah's mountain.
That's that's at the end where he has his a new kid. He has his mom's ashes there.
That's it. Yes.
So she's been cremated, but they haven't been laid to rest or anything. So yeah.
I do like the bit where she's all the things she accuses him of, and she goes, "No, didn't do that. And she goes, "I know she's not denying the gambling."
Yeah. Because like his bag falls over as he comes in. It's like. The card from the hostess club, the gambling slip, and whatever else fall out. And going over the whole story is like, so since you've left, and again, you got to remember the time scale of this. We've had several episodes in. Since you've left,
4 hours.
You went to the mansion of them. You worked out a deal. You fought a bunch of fucking demon wielding guys, and like that was a whole fucking thing. Then you fought another demon at your family's house that is worthless, and.
You found your half brother, your long lost half brother, and now you brought him over to the house with that. And how do you even know that he's on the level? And you was just like, well, I can't feel any like killing Izzy for him. It's like, Yuru, check it out. I got no urge to kill you right now. Well, why have I got you in a headlock, huh?
What if I?
How did that happen, Yuru? How did that happen?
And like left to right, just there, like Jesus Christ, like not even wanting to do anything about it. And there's a nice kind of setup punchline that it does in like a different way of like she's so, oh thank God you're safe. It's like, wow, what a nice lady. And she's like, thank God we don't have to pay any medical bills. He doesn't have any fucking insurance. We'd be fucked. So when this other kind of kid comes in, he's like, are you a Japanese citizen? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, okay, so you have medical insurance. That's number one reason you can stay with us. Number two, it's like, what do you bring to the house? Well, my mother gave me this checkbook. It's like, yeah, let's see how much is on the account. We don't see a number, but I presume it has many zeros on the fucking end by the sound of it.
Yeah.
It'll be some comfort.
The fact that it's coming in monthly as well, like you're not running out anytime soon. Yeah.
We do get some interesting stuff with definitely this with the like how the brother was bullied by the 2 demons he signed a pact with. We get some information.
Yeah, to find his dad, he said, I better get myself a demon. So I found out where this demon, the mountain that was located. So I said, fuck, they're just telling me what to fucking do. So I brought them to this house so they couldn't do any fucking damage because I knew the way.
Yeah, from the dad. They say that a human and 2 demons can just dissolve the pact, even though it's a blood pact. You can't just agree to go your separate ways.
But I assume both parties have to agree or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, all parties have to agree to break it up. Dara points out how useful Seal is because it instantly can seal demons away, but Break can create demons he mentions, which I don't think that's a thing which has been said at this point.
I think it's that it creates it in that these demons are sealed up in a mountain, and you break that lock on it and let them out let them loose, essentially, like that kind of way. So I assume
they can also break pacts between them as well. It's like if you pact with somebody, you can break that pact. It's just literally whatever dictionary definition you can think of for breaking things, you can apply it to.
Yeah,
it will do that.
Like I think the little mummified arms and legs left from Long Arm and Long Leg is like I think, but based on what they're saying, like Bray could turn that back into demons rather than just artifacts. From the sound of it, yeah.
But yeah, it's just to set up, like, wouldn't it be nice to have Seal? Is basically I felt like that bit of dialogue was.
Yeah.
To put the temptation.
Why are we cutting his throat?
You just need to die once. Just once. But I mean, like, he does also, like, he has the dangerous information of knowing he can survive being killed once, which is a dangerous bit of information to know, because it is making him put himself into a lot of dangerous situations. Oh, that was the bit at the start of the episode where they're looking for the guy who had a long arm, long leg, and he's like, okay, it stopped attacking me. They stopped attacking me here, so he's obviously hiding under the house here, and it was just like, so you were also using that running around bit to figure out where the guy was, to see where they'd stop attacking you.
Is this whoever, or like heinous and evil the demon actually is? It's in their interest to not kill the user, because that means that they can't practice, and then eventually, if you're a loose demon, eventually you'll be bound to the place, so you'll just fade back into the universe, something like that.
Because when they're discussing the mutual convenience, they say, well, we just use masters because it's a convenient way, but we're not really masters. And then he gets the flashback of the turtle, the hare, going, demons have feelings too. I was like, oh yeah, I remember somebody saying that. It's just a nice little, like, setting up the brand new character to join our main cast, and getting some sort of domestic comedy, which is a thing this sort of story is also really funny and good at.
Yeah, and with all that domestic comedy, then it kind of punctuates that at the end, where it's the two boys going to bed, and we got a new kid kind of going like, do you not want the softer bed? Because I feel like I'm imposing on you. He's like, I can't sleep on this softness kind of thing. And it's like, and he's way more of a kid than our main guy, because like his mom just recently died. Like he's a more normal child, basically, in comparison to our main guy.
He has been like killing and skinning deer since he was 6. You know?
Yeah, exactly. That kind of hardens a fella. Yeah.
Well, but they're both trying to find their dad.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. They have that kind of connected thing. It was like while he's crying, clearly upset that his situation is better, but it's still kind of crap. I hope you find your parents, is the thing he says to him. And your man's like, yeah, thanks, it's cool.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that sets you off, like, he's like, I'm the hard fucking huntsman round the mountain, like, but it's just like, as soon as his parents had mentioned, like Asa did before, and saying, like, it wasn't your fault, they wanted to bring you with all those years ago, like, that sets him off, like. So, like, as tough as he is, he wants to find his dad, wants to find his mom, and just feel better again.
It is nice to kind of punctuate the comedy thing with just like, these are kids who are hurt, man. There's actually like emotional stakes as well for them. Yeah, it's good.
Then we've got Digimon Beat Break, episode 35, Rampage and Instinct, in which Rena learns you just got to relax, then you can evolve your Digimon into Bearcatmon, a character design who, even before there's fan art, the animators are horny about.
Oh God, yeah, that's what happened when I looked it up as well.
It actually comes across feeling like the best of both worlds, because the mask fits in such a way that, we could say it's like catering to that audience, but then if it's just a mask, it's clearly just a mask that's catering to that audience, so it's all right.
Yeah,
underneath the mask.
Yeah. And interestingly, like, all of like the evolutions of Pristimon and Wolvermon have been like firearm based, and then it's just like throws away the guns, it's all in on the fists.
Yeah, I guess the techno part is like the cool roller skates, which are pretty cool.
Yes. And also, from the animator's point of view, it does feel very much all in on the thighs.
Oh yeah. So the pants were removed. If you think about it, like
for more mobility for the rocket skates, you can skate around and punch people with your big bear cat claw.
We get rid of the baggy pants. We put on a baggy jacket, which, if you look up fan art, that baggy jacket will be removed as quickly as possible. That's the thing I learned when I was looking up. Oh, are people talking about this character? They are.
There's a few people going, "Oh, why? I hope the next evolution is more furry." I did see a few comments along those lines. They were a little disappointed that this one got.
There are no more evolutions.
I did see a
furry
probably
artist one more before I guess in the end.
Give her furry thighs. Which I was just like, I see, yeah, you're gonna get back to where you want to be. That's fair enough.
Yeah,
but I also liked it being what do you call the animal? Binturong, the cat bear cat. I forget the proper thing. It's nice.
I thought it was like a Wolverine.
No. Binturong is it's like it's a big bear cat basically.
Yes, the Binturong,
I remember
like
the
South
Binturong,
Asian kind of thing.
Known as the bear cat.
That is the
really
bear cat.
Weird and cool looking. They look kind of feral.
I see them.
Animal.
Yeah. Okay.
Not mentioned in that massive list of animals from Marriage Toxin.
Listen, it mentions several different kinds of penguins, so I was happy enough with that. You could have just said penguins. You could have just said penguins, but it went the extra fucking step.
We'll get to the blood of 4 penguins later on. Yeah. So basically, there's a mad bomber, what bombs at midnight, Lord Bombermon doing Gift's work, and their failure to capture them is sort of getting Rena and Marina more stressed out until eventually she stops stressing out, and that allows Wolvermon to evolve and kick some righteous ass. Because basically, up to this point, she's been taking everything on her shoulders, and now she's like, "Oh, but they don't need me to do that anymore." Then once she realizes that, that's kind of the point at which
you
gotta be free.
Exactly. It's that kind of basically embrace the kind of freedom thing, because even that's when she was the first one to join your man's group. He was kind of like, it's cool that what you do, the way you do things, is good. But just don't have to take on everything yourself. It's cool. You're here as part of a group, and the family's only getting bigger. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, if she's a big sister type who's got to show the younger generation the way, you've shown them the way, and you've shown them the way to fucking evolve their shit. So like, take some time for yourself to become like a better Digimon partner. Do it for that little raccoon-looking thing you got there.
Yeah, and it is nice because again the Bearcatmon does embrace freedom and like just zooming about and jumping around. And at one point, the crazy plan is, I'll distract Bombermon. I'm going to give you one of my gigantic fucking knuckle dusters because its hands are bear paws now.
See, it's canon. So that means that those two things do come off. So that means that the jacket comes off.
No, don't start him, Niall. But Rena, with both hands in the knuckle duster, decides to fucking smash a bomb. Like it's just like,
I'm disarming the bomb.
And the
red wire, blue wire, it's all the same.
her and Bearcatmon like jumping into the thing is like, oh, we'll come back you up, and she's like, no, we got this. And they're all just like, cool, we'll just step out of this one. We 100% trust you to solve this giant bomb problem. What's a bomb? We can disarm the bomb. You fight the Digimon. It's grand, or vice versa, whichever is handier. Yeah, but yeah, it is a cool sequence.
It turns out that was all the distraction.
So also motivates her.
Yeah,
it's all distraction because they're actually got other bombs set up to blow the chairman Wong up, which appears to happen at the end of the episode, but I assume has not happened at the end of the episode.
Yeah, being the main villain, it would be kind of weird if they get him. If these second core villains get the main villain, that does appear to be what's happened.
He's got some bigger and better Digimon you haven't seen yet that's carried them out that blast.
Teleport me out of explosions, Simon.
If there wasn't one of his body doubles, he notices out in Limos periodically because he knows stuff happens all the time. You know,
could be.
You'll get to be a chairman without taking these kind of measures.
I was beginning to think, because one of the things that one of the places that gift bombs is the sorry, is it Sapotama? The egg factory.
Yeah.
And they're all like blank eggs or whatever on the production lines. And I was just like, I'm going to guess that what Chairman Wong's thing is, because what he was initially trying to do is, I'm trying to harness energy from like another dimension. Oh no, I've made Digimon come in from another dimension. I assume every fucking single one of those eggs has a Digimon in it. Like everyone has a Digimon, and that's going to be like the big thing at the end. Which is cool. Like that's how we will bring humans and Digimon together. Everybody gets one. And I was just like, yeah, that would work.
Well, while they feed on epods, they are born from like an individual person's epods. So you are their creator, when they get down to it.
And when they eat their master, partner, whatever the hell the way you call it, when they eat their humans' energy, they don't put them in an ice coma. So I was just like, because if wild ones are just putting people in ice comas, and that's bad.
Because it does feel like, because I guess if you like, I'm trying to open a portal to the world to get their energy. What's actually happens is you open a portal to the world, and the things from that world are taking our energy.
Yeah,
so that's what the cold hearting is. They're absorbing
literally them taking the energy out of your body. Yeah,
human energy.
But can we use Digimon as some kind of resource for Black Ops paramilitary operations in jungles of East Asia?
That's definitely like testing. Okay, we have these things now. What can we use them for? And you even had that with Clay, where he's
initiating regime change in like a Middle Eastern monarchy. Can we use Digimon for that, perhaps?
Like he was literally putting humans into different kinds of eggs and pulling their energy out to feed his Digimon. And I was like, I feel like what the people are going to want to do is put the Digimon in an egg to pull the energy out of it, which is maybe what charges those Sapotamas in the first place.
Yeah, I do think though that Wong has just got everyone to willingly walk into his big eggs in the same way that Clay was forcing people into his.
But his egg looks nice on the bay
luxury.
And
it's a luxury sacrificial.
It's
altar.
An egg with a pool.
Anyway, good stuff. It's a great character design. It's very funny how ornery the animators are. Because I was looking for GIFs to show somebody what they look like, and I was like, these are all out of a children's cartoon. I do not feel like I should be posting any of these GIFs. Just ass and crotch everywhere you look.
One of the things I went is like someone drew it in like the Jacko pose, and I was just like, "Come on, that's a bit." And then someone else went like, "Yeah, that's in the episode." And I was like, "Oh fuck, it was in the episode." You're right. I'm completely wrong. Well.
On to Nippon Sangoku, episode 11, Lie on Firewood and Counsel the Heavens, in which we successfully convince the Emperor to grow a backbone.
It's funny his backing and forthing, and that just confuses the fuck out of all these very direct assholes. Where it's gonna like
right, Judge, as I keep telling you.
So you want us to pull out and lose all these things. So I'm gonna have to like. That means we're going to lose all those people. I'm going to be sacrificing my son, my precious baby. And it's just like, you can see his hands coming up. You see everyone reacting to his hand. It's like, oh, fuck, this guy's going to get executed immediately. And he's like, I didn't technically say that. Technically, I didn't say that. I didn't say, because you came here pretending to be reinforcements.
I came here to talk about reinforcements. Never said to request them. Never said that. I said I wanted to talk about reinforcements.
It is urgent that we talk about the deployment of reinforcements. I'm suggesting it's urgent we talk about it because it would be a bad idea if we did reinforcements. So what I'm actually asking here is reinforcements, or I just need the
order of withdrawal from the Emperor
to make it look official. But actually, what we're going to do is make a different kind of thing where we're setting up a trap. That's what I'm actually here to do. I'm not here about we're going to defeat them, but we're going to defeat them on our fucking terms. And everyone's like, what? But you keep saying it's like, technically, I didn't say that. And it's just constantly this back and forth of what he did and did not say.
And the amazing thing afterwards where he goes, well, I hope I understood Kaku's riddle correctly. I wrote every possible combination of what he could have meant by that. I went with the one which was most likely.
This seems the most likely. Yeah. There's different ways you can interpret like frog, firewood, tadpoles. Like it's just like, yeah, this seems like probably what he said. Good guess. It's apparently the correct one.
But yeah, it's wonderful how everybody gets turned. Tyra tries to control the people under his control. The Emperor's like, what does all these words mean? I don't understand some of these words, but I am the Emperor. I should do the right thing. It's going to look really bad if I do the wrong thing.
And it's even the way he's constantly talking directly to the Emperor, talking past fucking Tyra, essentially, even though everyone else would be talking to Tyra because they know who's the real guy in charge. But the way he's putting it to the Emperor is like, he's using the same terms that the general used when they lost.
So he remembers what he was told before.
And that was a fuck up. And it was a fuck up when I went to get. He was right in that case, and I was like, and he mentions another thing. He's like, and we fucked that up. It's like, shit, that's a fuck up. So this is the right thing to do, like, because he's bringing up all these failures and how we could have done them right, and he's mentioning people who warned him this would be the right thing to do, which was correct.
It is like saying the facts, but he's nearly appealing emotionally to the Emperor.
Yes. Yeah.
Can we do what's right this time? Can we can we learn from our mistakes and apply it and do the right thing this time? But it's your call. You're the Emperor. What do you think?
Yeah. So makes him grow back when it was like, yep, I'm gonna write it out right now. Get the thing. Order them to redeploy to again.
But my thing. No, not that right now. Not right now, Tyra. Your time will come.
I mean, like he is scared that it's like, I better come up with an excuse. It was like, I just went on a spur of the moment. I wasn't thinking. Sorry. Like, is what he's thinking of apologizing to Tyra immediately after making this Emperor edict. Yeah. It's weird to see Tyra at home just chilling. Like,
well, yes, because we get a guy who's probably been here all the entire time. He's just not said anything. Who is clearly smarter than Tyra because he's just beat him at shogi to a degree. And his point is
to show that Tyra is bad at military. I like that kind of metaphor. Yes. Tyra is bad at military strategy. He failed at shogi. It's just like he's good at the political fucking shit. Clearly,
because Magaro's opinion of our hero is yes, he's very intelligent, but if he was more intelligent, he'd have known to keep his mouth shut.
Yeah.
And not
he uses some variants on a wise man keeps his mouth shut so as not to reveal himself a fool or something, some kind of metaphor like that. Yeah.
But as far as rationale, his idealism is poking through.
Yes.
And these are all cynical fucking ladder climbers there.
Because even like when another crony tries to bait our hero into thing, and it's like, technically I didn't say that, but even Tyra kind of goes like, you're probably doing this because it's revenge for me killing your wife. He's like, nope, I'm doing this because this is the logical progression
of how the country. I'm here to serve the nation.
Yeah,
that's it.
Exactly.
But Tyra has now changed his plan, and his next plan requires Ryumon to win this battle.
Yeah. Because I'd already watched this, and then it's like, oh, I haven't watched Nippon Sangoku this week for the podcast. Better watch it. I just steamed ahead to the last one. It's just like, oh.
Okay, good. I'm gonna have to. I haven't watched it yet because it is very tempting to watch immediately if you have the next episode available. It's a very good show.
Yeah,
and like, no fuck, it's going to be a series 2 if we're after to leave you off. It's like, yep, you better have more than that.
Yes, because we leave it with the 30,000 men about to be attacked by, say,
But like Yoshitsune does, like, he delivers the edict just in the nick of time. That's when there's
a nice visual with him delivering that as well, because you see Ryumon. The only time you see like his remaining eye is like it's just entirely black. Like, it's like, fuck, I'm gonna have to do this thing. We're gonna fall. This isn't gonna go to plan. But the same kind of like dots of light that appear in our hero's eyes is in your man's eyes as he's delivering the edict, and then those appear in Ryumon's eyes. They're like the light of fucking hope or something like that. It's a really nice visual.
Certainly, episode 12, the final one, is full of that. It's just like, okay, is all. It's like the spark of something of something more is in all of these people. Like, these are going to be the heroes of the coming age.
It's just really a really good well put together show. I might read the comic, but it's like I don't know, man. This is so
Well,
well put together. Yeah.
it would have to be Scandalacious because I think it's got an official
Oh, it
English
hasn't. Okay.
translation yet. No, I think
That's a
it's
step of
in
difficulty for me to prevent me then.
French. But yeah, it's very annoying. I'd be buying it. So instead, I bought some other things instead.
A gun.
Tower Dungeon. Some more of that. Then we've got Witch Hat Atelier, episode 12, The Shadow of Romamon. In which we get the history of this shitty tunnel and the shitty people who lived here.
But again, it's the thing to point out is like magic untethered, unfettered is bad because this situation is bad. Like it ended really badly. Yeah.
So the tunnel is always that remains here, but like the shattered ruins of their arcane, profane civilization are still in there. So don't stray off the path.
And yeah, Riche thinks she can go the whole path flying, and immediately is proven wrong by the fucked up gravity that is in this tunnel.
Yeah. There's like a seal on each of the paving stones that do it to kind of like make gravity like operate the right way, but not all of them work the right way. So it's like just cast
wear and tear.
Cast a water spell and just like send it down the pathway, and then wherever the water gathers, the gravity is working normally. You can just step into that.
We learned this from Uni, who has done this test at least twice before, and he's remembered the bits that worked for people who weren't him. When he did this test previously, and this annoys Rikke because she's like, I don't want to know how it's supposed to be done. I want to do it my way. So weirdly, Agot comes off the better of these three children through much until she gets really annoyed at Uni, in which case they're then all really back down to roughly the same level of childishness.
Uni is really pouring it on though, so it's kind of making you almost like want to hate him because why are you being such a little dweeb right now? Come on.
I think that's potentially, I just wanted to ask, with the cloaks, are they appearing as the I was going to say jackalopes? That's not what the fuck they are.
The Myrfons.
Is that making them appear like the Myrfons? So from the Myrfons' point of view, they look like. I just wanted to make sure they look like that the whole time.
A hat.
Because one of the things they're talking about is like if you wanted to get to follow you need to copy like its head motions and like the physical movements that they do to communicate with each other, because you have to convince them that you're the guy to follow. But her way of doing it is just like, I'm just going to make these cool, sparkly, twisty
ribbons
things that she makes to so be like, cool, what's that? And they'll all follow her. And it's just like her way of doing it is like, I'm going to solve this with originality rather than by the book, but how the test is supposed to be done. And you even have like the examiner going there. It's like, yeah, like, good job. Like a test is about originality as well. Like, how are you going to come at this? It's not a defined answer.
She goes too fast to plan ribbon though, because she uses plan ribbon to get her across like the gap they find in the bridge as well.
Yeah, because they come to the part of the tunnel is given way, and this is the point at which Uni has his nervous breakdown because he's like, oh my goodness, the proper ways aren't going to work anymore because the bridge is broken. What on earth we're going to do? And then they all go, well, let's all use what magic we do know to get across. So the two girls get across, and they come on, you do it now. And he's like, I can't. I've only got the pre-prepared spells that I knew how they work.
Yeah, he makes like a rain spell and another spell that solves one of the problems. They're like, they'll already solved it. It's like, I already drew out the things I knew I'd need to solve. How far I've gotten, I hadn't gotten this far before. So now I don't know. My hand's too shaky. I'm too nervous to fucking do it. When anyone's watching me, I can't draw a straight fucking line.
Yeah, we continuously get flashbacks of his master being awful to him in terms of telling him that he's useless.
I think it's like it, and we're getting that in combination with her flashbacks of like her master, who was just like, what are these crappy drawings? A lot of them look like faces to me. Maybe she was just trying to draw a funny face. I don't know, but it was just the idea like, this is useless.
Book. What are you drawing these for? What, we don't have no creativity in magic.
Yeah, and
he eventually chooses to alter this spell in the cloak so that it's no longer mimicking the Murphons, but it retains the not being able to be seen part. And so then he can
it's
hide
like not
his
be
cloak
seen,
and
imitate a Murphon.
draw.
So now it's like a cloak of darkness that he's hiding himself, kind of his physical form. I like the pulling up the collar and just the face kind of becomes like in shadow. It's a nice
simple
look.
like dot eyes and a mouth.
Yeah,
but he feels like no, oh no, I can draw plenty of spells. I'm not nervous, and he just crosses the gap fairly handily. It's just like, geez, it's a lot easier to do when you're not like anxious as fuck. Wow. I guess this is like my way of doing it. It's like, yeah, that's right.
It's also the thing of like his hair has been obscured by his eyes the entire time, and it's only when he's like figuring this out that you can actually see his eyes between his
There's nice little bits with that. It's when he's like leaning in real close to examine that inside cloak. It falls forward, and then it's like he's like finally he can see the way out, the way to do it.
Yeah.
And then the teacher Laria is dragged into a void by a mysterious black cloak and black brimmed hat, and she warns them, don't listen to what the brim caps tell you, and she's sucked away.
She even panics when he turned into like a shadow version of himself. It's like, what the fuck is that? And she puts up like a wind spell, and it's just like, no, it's me, I just modified your thing. She's like, oh, then it's fine. So then she gets attacked by a different shadow, which is like, oh no, this is legitimately a threat, don't fucking listen to him.
And we knew that cloak was lurking around outside. We'd seen it approach previously.
Coco saw it.
Coco's like, I think I saw someone with a cloak over there. Walks up to a cliff and is just like, no, I guess I'm seeing things.
I did scan back because it's going across this like panning long shot, and it's there for like half a second. It's like you see it go behind a rock. It's just like Coco's like, oh, I think I saw something up in the cliff there. Did she? It's like she did actually. Like for half a second, it just like zips in there. It's like, oh, that's pretty good. I like put that in the mind.
You would presume that the examiner has sent a signal or anything because like her hat flies off like a rocket, which is a really nice visual.
Just follow the hat.
Yeah.
Anyway,
tell her to avenge me.
Really good adventure story involving three main characters who I cannot stand.
The thing about them is, right, I think they're coming across as like kids, entitled kids in two of their cases, and like whiny kids in the third guy's case, and it's just like, but that's fine. They do seem very childish, and I kind of like that about it. But I get where it's like these characters are very fucking annoying a lot of the time.
It's got to be around kids more. You got more patience that way.
Yeah, Agot is just, she seems nicer. She seems like she's become nicer, and then she's just really mean to Uni that one time, to the point where Ricky has to stop and go, no, stop, let him do his thing. Stop shouting at him. It's not going to help.
He's made his entire cloak into like a tent. Actually, the flashback where he'd made like a little fort out of books, that looks cool as shit. I would have fucking loved that. I would love that now.
Like one of those like giant, like it's a meter tall
like
combs.
Yeah. That's the door. Good shit. But yeah, he makes his cloak out of a little den for himself, and I was like, wait, I can just modify the cloak to do that. Like, yeah, it's nice. It's a well put together show.
Then we got Marriage Toxin, episode 11, Offering, in which our would-be restaurateur beats up a chimera through the power of love.
A lady in a chimera bodysuit.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it's complicated because initially the chimera is like the thing he's struggling with is, hey, this chimera also has your blood, so it has all of your abilities as well as the abilities of all these aminals.
Yes.
In order: aardvark, alligator, anemone, Humboldt penguin, Gentoo penguin, emperor penguin.
Yeah.
King penguin was the fourth. It was the last. No, it wasn't quite the last thing. Then it was like three different types of tentacled mollusk was the last three things.
Nautilus, I believe, was in there. Yeah.
But yeah, it's 90. Yeah, it's 93 plus 6 blood plus him. That's 100. That's when he's combined them in the second half of the episode. But this one is his the girl who he found and
is made Byakko.
Trained. Byakko is made Hyakko, this chimera that she's going to wear and fight Pichi. Pichi struggles to begin with. He's trying to find it. His knife's too small to prepare this chimera into a meal. So he starts.
And how would I even what kind of meat would I put this under? Like genetically modified? He's thinking about it for the cafe basically.
So luckily, we're some kind of Ice Age graveyard carved into the cliff here. So there's fossils and bones everywhere, embedded in the walls and the floor.
But he gets beaten down. But then his phone rings and says, "Kurosaki, can you answer that for me? It's my girlfriend." Puts her on speakerphone, and she explains, she's managed to get tickets for the band they like, who are reunited and playing the Budokan. And he's like, okay, yeah. The villains start laughing at him, and he's like,
something.
It's like, dude, I even waited for you to take that phone call, and that's all it was. It's like, no, and he knows, it's like, that's my girlfriend giving me motivation to live our normal life. Like, she knows I'm out there fighting monsters.
Yeah.
But
I'll stand back up, and I'm now wearing a skull as a cool mask, and I'm going to tear you apart, literally, and hit you with your own arm.
Yeah.
Not the soggy end, though, the clawed end.
Like, he's basically wearing the arm at this stage. Yeah.
Because I see how this works.
I assume he's got his arm jammed in the end of the stump, and he's I guess pulling tendons. It's not clear whatever the fuck he's doing, but I mean, like, it's less weird than him pulling out a fucking giant snake out of the fucking wall and just trying to use it as a whip. Like,
amazing that all the spinal column seems like kept in place or last for one lash, let alone multiple lashes.
Hey, it's the rule of cool.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, these characters are unrealistic. Yes.
Our other two are beating up walrus masters.
Sure. And again, the water one's like, you really came at me with walruses in the water, on the water mass. All right, fair enough. I won't take any time.
And Peachy took the fast for here. Like, apparently they're at the five beast kings who are the squire lieutenants under him. And said, yeah, he's killed them all and with kicked it on merry way. It's always like always massive violence going on, and it finds ways to be completely just ridiculous and this absurd and silly about it. I said, the five beast kings, he just killed them all. Like, we're going by koalas, walruses. And it's like high stakes as it gets. It's finds this way to deflate a bit of that self seriousness just by being a bit absurd.
And it's strange because it gives the maid, it gives her her backstory of her tragic backstories of she didn't have an animal partner. She's like her mom and stuff were like a selkie thing where they'd wear the skin of the animal and then they would embody the animal, that kind of thing. Which was, it's like, you guys don't even have an animal partner. You're not real Beastmasters. It's like, all right, but your man kind of took her in and is like, wow, your thing is going to be useful. We're going to tear this shitty world apart. So I think your man, he punches a hole in the Chimera as well as tearing its arm off. There's a big circular fucking hole in the thing. And it's like, well, there's a hole for her to hop in and wear this as a skin. And so we all have to combine our forces now that our main character has shown up to actually fight and everything.
The Chimera wasn't the point. The point was to be able to get all of these mammal factors and elements and gene things into the Beastmaster.
Yes, because the core family can just control the blood and take on the ability and transform themselves into the animals thing, and this will let him transform into. And then he gives the massive list of animals, plus the 6 masters and his own ability, and it becomes
plus the Chimera and become all of them at the same time.
Yeah, and it's very what's the called? The warp. Now you take a bit of Tetsuo, a bit of warp spasm from Slain.
Yeah.
Where parts of his body are becoming larger and smaller depending on it's great because the first part there's a lot of CG for the Chimera. It still looks good, but then the second part you're like, I can see why you want to use the CG for that bit because you can do some really wild stuff in the last part.
This exploding morphing bits, it gets a bit like Animal Man, go combine the agility of a kangaroo with the eyesight of a falcon.
At one point he jumps out of the way with gazelle legs, I think. Yeah.
Kangaroos.
Is that
Kangaroos.
Botswana?
Yes, you're
Is
right.
that what's his name? Bawada Beast. That's his ability in taking different animals.
He can slap two animals together.
That's it. Oh yes, no, yeah, that's right. That's worse. Yeah. Among
so
many
horrible.
things bad about him. Yes.
Mm.
So he's going to have to use 3 poisons. He's done it once. He must be immune to it by now. Weirdly, he's having flashbacks to his teacher talking to him about the situation he's currently in. So I don't think that is a flashback. I think that's just him hallucinating because he's taken 3 toxins.
I'm seeing the worst person I know. Give me positive and reinforcement. It's like, okay,
Yes.
You gotta kill them all, Hikaru. Kill them.
Yeah.
But yeah, this time he's not died. He's become incredibly fast.
Well, he's got very limited amount of time left on Earth, so yeah. But like, even instead of like making a cool guy, it's like, I'm better than you now. It's like, what's his cool line that he ends with? It's like, I want to get married, and like, your man is like, you might have taken him up wrong. It's like, dude, I don't like you like that. Like that's the cool guy thing that he says at the end. It's like, that's why I'm better than you. I want to get married or something like that. Yeah,
that's why I settle down, Seraph memory.
Yeah.
Yes, because that's when he gets the flashback. That's not a flashback of his teacher saying there's numerous attempts to get a bride has made you more powerful. But obviously that mirrors the struggle that Byakuya had with Pishi. Pishi also is planning on getting married, and that is also what drove him to become more powerful. I assume he's also a master because I think he's included in those 6 masters mentioned in the Mix of the Blood.
Yeah, like he's a natural or something like that. I assume
like
it is not one of the.
They call him a mutant.
Yeah. And I think it's like also mirroring our other main one, our hamster master, who her inspiring speech hasn't worked because all these guys have already given up. But again, like, the prospect of marrying this cool guy who she's really into and she's been into for a long time is kind of like, it's kind of pushing her forward, but she's not quite there yet. Like, yeah, so it's kind of like, I guess her rousing speech didn't quite work, but I'm guessing she's gonna come in clutch later on.
Yeah. But at the Hamster and Rat Alliance, we should not come to nothing.
No,
it was the victory.
Yeah, this is definitely a series I'm just going to plow straight through the manga, given that it's on Viz, and also
chapter 170 something right now.
Yeah. I'll still come back to the anime, but it's got, like Nippon Sangoku, it's got my hooks in me, and unlike Nippon Sangoku, I can't just carry on reading it.
Yeah.
You can't stop me, man.
Authors and their mortal time limits.
Candy Carey's episode 10. Carey's moves out, and then she moves into various other people's mouths. Before, of course, realizing
so it's her mom. She keeps getting given out to her for her mom for like drilling into her teeth and putting stains on her teeth and the standard things that a plaque fairy, I don't know what the fuck she is, does.
Plaque demon.
Something, yeah. So it moves into other children's mouths. Like, she did ask. That's the other thing. So it moves into the kid with braces mouth, and it's just like, oh, it's so bougie, you know?
It's all chromed up.
Yeah.
I forgot it's got the hostile hostile furniture thing of she can't get to sleep.
Hostile architecture.
Hostile architecture, unfriendly benches.
I guess braces work. They keep the demons away and the teeth straight. Yeah.
What's the problem with the shark teeth? Oh, it's just because it's very
too sharp. They're interlocking shark teeth. That's the problem.
And your kid's mouth is just rotten.
He doesn't have many teeth. The problem is he keeps jamming stuff in there because he's a small child. And those things come alive based on the rules of Carey, I think it is. So if he puts his toy
the mouth is his own dimension. It's got its own rules. That's why you can... That's why you can put some things in your mouth that are too hot to actually handle in a bowl, or even like through a bowl. And say, you put it into your tender mouth just readily. It's like even knowing how hot it is from holding it. So it's got its own rules. It's like
when I put chili in my mouth, it tastes good, but in my eyes, it's bad. Of course.
Exactly. strange parallel world. So we're only just slowly learning about now.
It's not that Carrie like takes her back in. It's just more so that she's just like, I was asleep. Yeah, sure, get in there. I don't care. It's great.
And that's plenty. It's too hot to talk about animators too long. That's it for another episode of Let's Go. We'll be back next week with more of the same. Goodbye.
Bye.
Stay cool.
Stop the recording. You won't find the stop button there though, Brian.